Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. Today, an in-state battle between a couple of teams from the state of California, both hoping to claim a golden victory. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Grabs it in the middle.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Childs. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it all the way. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Touchdown, Trojans! And they'll put that scoreboard operator. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's gonna pass. Wide open downfield. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
How about the day for this young player? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, back up.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Well, this offense...
That 55-yard field goal attempt went awry, and now to make matters worse, they'll give it up 1st and 10 at the 38. Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got him downfield. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Trojans! And once he found daylight, it was Katie by the door, baby. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Got his man downfield. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, USC! And the route is on. Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the 1st week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want
Welcome to Dynasty Mode. Next, it's time to select your rosters. Choose to use the latest. Now it's time to customize your Dynasty experience. Choose your settings and customize your conferences, complete with unique rules and protected rivals. Next, it's time to select your rosters. Choose to use the latest EA Sports recommended rosters featuring more than 1,000 additional players, or choose the rosters from our original launch. It's now time to select your team. Do you want to build a team from the ground up or take over an established contender? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away, while lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. The choice is up to you. And now you'll choose to create a coach of your own. Now it's time to choose your coach archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What is the most important thing to you? Acquiring players, maximizing player development, or putting your team in the best position to succeed? Congratulations, it's time to sign your first coaching contract. Make sure to pay attention to the expectations of the role. These are based on real-life historical records of the school. Failing to meet the university's expectations will land you on the hot seat and potentially have you looking for a new job when the coaching... Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the thundering herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pandas offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Brings it down on the right side. Got a lot of running room. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Pandas! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And you just cannot draw up the start of a season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year and quick fire. You're down the field scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
He'll bring it out. It's Chapman. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Marshall's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
Coming out aggressively. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Braxton. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, the ball squirts out. Oh, looks as if the defense...
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. Oftentimes, you're recruiting your own players and trying to keep the wolves at bay, and the phone calls that are coming in from other programs trying to steal your guys. It is not easy. Probably...
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Pandas will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Marshall takes over the ball. The thundering herd offense coming out. The give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. A new set of downs after the completion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Touchdown, Herd! A great catch and run for 6.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
He did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And we're all square as he set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And he almost... Everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Pandas come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. Shakes off the tackler. Now the pitch. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. It's a draw. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. 1st down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Kelly. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. They bring him down, and he's...
We've seen throughout this drive success for the offense when they've been running the quarterback. Finally, though, the defense got it right. Everybody played their assignment. They honed in on him, and they got a big stop.
The quarterback scrambled. Able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He tries to take the top off. Brings it in down the left side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Scrambling away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked down for the tackle. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Trying play action. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Offense in a bunch formation. Off the play fake on first down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Skips away from pressure. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Marshall trying to move the sticks on fourth down. He's got it on the move. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Second and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Sheffield. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. And the Pandas will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes a move. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Three tight ends in the formation on first and 10. To the air, it's Braxton. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. After the first down completion, it's second and short. The play action fake. Firing deep. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Looking to throw for it. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Marshall!
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast. precision, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Finds a man by himself. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Moving out of the pocket. He'll fire to his right. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Hurd! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering Herd offense coming out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the... Grabs it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to pass. It's Braxton. Extending the play. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You what, student? I'm sorry, baby.
Up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
Not a chance.
I love you, Alyssa.
Missed it. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
I don't even have Apex downloaded. I'm just waiting for wipe. Does it wipe at 1 or 2?
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Kick comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break.
Love you.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
A first down for the offense.
I'm sorry, baby.
Looking for room. It's Payne. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the
He
stop.
said they haven't added a new character to Apex, and I said, sounds about right.
receiver shows motion. To the air, it's Braxton. Moves around to clear up the vision. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40.
Yeah.
From
That's
the gun,
before we
wants
go
to
on
pass.
Russ.
Buys a little time. Blasted as he lets it go. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Ryan?
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And
That's
sometimes it doesn't
a
work
Ryan
in the
thing.
running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide. Dump
Why?
him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. And the beatdown has ensued.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense.
What was he doing?
Whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to get an Easter egg done. Yeah. See you. Steven's playing with Christian, so he's going to game chat.
You play by yourself?
Am I playing by myself? Right now, yeah. Alright, see you, Steven.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just ran over it. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Got enough space. Touchdown, Marshall! And the punishment has been extended.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting push and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He'll try the left side. On the move is the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Quick handoff. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the Reds. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
They go to the ground. Nice move there. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Georgia Bulldogs with they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. All day in this house. Getting some heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Coming after it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will try to get something started with their quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Going up top on first down. Still looking on the move. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. At the 35, he's got room. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. Running to Green.
You good,
And
Steve?
they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big
Why are you saying that? Help me.
just picked up. Marshall back at it with another first and 10. On the run, fires downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas.
I'm confused.
That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking for a man. It's Braxton. He makes a catch. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The give to the tailback. Baird is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off to the lone back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
And I love the discipline on defense right here. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They've got the big fellas out there. A three tight end look on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll run play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Lovett. And the returner runs out of real estate. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little more. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked as well.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now the play fake. He's going for it all. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Marshall will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The ball is going to be downed at the 30. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires to the big fella. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going to try to get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He was trying to get that return. Line gets set. 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Hands it off. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A couple of yards shy of the offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to him. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. And the ball is intercepted. Knocked down quickly after the pick of that. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw, it's Braxton. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Turns it on in midfield. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The Dogs haven't just been hungry, they've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they talented, they're well coached, they listen, they play so hard, they don't give you a thing.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. They're going to throw it again. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Lets it fly on the move. And that pass will be jarred loose on. Brings up 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in the coverage.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Feeling some heat. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Offense getting set for first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Pressure coming. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Scanning the field, it's Braxton. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Ohio State's offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes, and you may think that you can... This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big tight end couldn't hold on.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Gets it out quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Fires into trap back, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella?
Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They're bringing heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, giving him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They've already converted a fourth down here in the first quarter, and they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to throw, it's Braxton. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Payne. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. He's looking for a man on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Metcalf. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off play action. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense calls a timeout here. Important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. On fourth down, going to the air. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown! Here comes the offense on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires and picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense uses their second defense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This pass rush has just been relentless. You can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
The kick. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Coming after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Braxton. Going up top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. He's looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. And he throws. Pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
They didn't get the W. They didn't